Hey guys, it's Saru, and it's been some time since we've hung out, it seems. That's honestly on me. I've had a lot of time to relax and think, and try to re-innovate the channel and what I want to do here on YouTube. But anyways, Swords of Legends Online is coming out with its biggest patch yet, called version 1.1, or as it's being formally called by Gameforge, the Forbidden Court. So, we're going to talk about what exactly the Forbidden Court is, and what's coming with it, including the brand new epic area of Floral Palace. So, let's get right into it. Swords of Legends has a rocky history of keeping players interested until Season 2, or version 2.0. This has happened in China and has happened in Taiwan. Version 1.0 was a bit underwhelming, though there was quite a bit of content, with new things coming every 2 weeks here in North America and Europe as well. It wasn't really enough to satiate players' appetites. Mind you, this game didn't really become all too popular in Asia until version 2.0 anyway, so I suspect history will indeed repeat itself, as pretty much it is currently. On November 18th, version 1.1 is the last major patch, so to speak, that we get before getting Season 2 patch, which brings the highly anticipated Fox Mage and Warrior classes. With the Forbidden Court, as it's being called by Gameforge, we'll be seeing the brand new Floral Palace, a brand new location that all players will be able to visit, and find out a bit more of the history of the Fox race and the continuation of that story. And if you've paid attention to Jade Palace raids and so on and so forth, you'll kind of get a hint of what's happening, as well as a new kind of faction area that will be happening in the future. Speaking of Floral Palace, I have a collection of 360-degree photos of this game located in the description below if anyone's interested, and what I'm doing is essentially taking pictures of areas and locations in the game as a player. So for Floral Palace, I went into the Taiwan server and I took some photos, but if anyone's interested, they can see all of the photos, like I said, in the description below. It's basically what's on this video, so if you're interested in what you see here, I took some cool pictures there, so there you go. But anyways, there are 2 new raids coming which are quite difficult and have had no place in our game before, which means they're brand new, fresh, and indeed spicy. You have Sparkwood Gardens and Forbidden Court of the Floral Palace, both of which are 10 to 20 player raids, and both which include 4 bosses each. In these raids, you'll be able to obtain 105 gear, well, at least initially from Sparkwood, and then 115 gear and higher for more difficulties and the release of Forbidden Court. It does seem that in fact a week after the release, so on the 25th or so, we should be getting Sparkwood according to the comment from the community manager over on Discord. For those anxious to jump right into the new raids, you'll have to wait a little bit, as Sparkwood Gardens will be releasing a week later, as I said, on the 25th, and it does seem that maybe 2 weeks later you'll be able to touch the brand new Forbidden Court raid, during which in these times you'll be able to learn the new patch with the new balancing and grabbing all that they can out of memory box. With the memory box, which is a brand new feature that players can use to get rewarded with endgame items by replaying some of the older dungeons that we've already played, alone or with a team upscale to your gear, sort of, with a bit of a challenge. You can basically do these and they reset every Thursday, pretty much like every normal thing. So it's basically like doing your old dungeons to kind of get gear and stuff like that and items. So if that's what you're interested in, that is available for you. But you also have the story, as I said, and you have a bunch of other stuff that you can do in the game and try to figure out as well, because there's a lot more that's happening with this patch than is being let on with the actual patch notes. So here's what to expect, so players that are watching don't really get weirded out or concerned. You'll get 2 brand new raids, a brand new area to explore, well, 2 or 3 really if you really think about it, quite a few new features, lots of new treasures to explore for, which means I'll have a video on that where exactly to find them, and class balancing, which is something that I've seen lots and lots of players been waiting for, and they've been talking about it on Reddit and stuff like that, so that's going to be available, and brand new challenging content. Now keep in mind that we're in November, so we'll be seeing some of the winter things in December, and then likely the chances are that we're going to be getting the hard and extreme dungeons of these raids over the next 2 months, with maybe more being added. But I do believe that once we're 135, at least if I remember correctly, we'll be waiting for the 150 gear patch, which will pretty much be the 2.0 patch, and then finally we'll be getting the long-awaited Warrior and Fox Mage classes, which also completely changes the game overall. Now the game is doing absolutely fantastic in terms of content. It is no secret that players are leaving on the daily just as players are joining on the daily, though I'd say more leave than join. But we've talked about this before, and I think the Forbidden Court update will help the population quite a bit. But I don't think we'll see much interest until the new classes, and furthermore, I don't think we'll see a true revitalization of the game until the Unreal Engine 4 update that should pretty much fix all of the optimization issues. Still, this patch is pretty fantastic, and I'm sure that many will not be happy with the fact that we'll have to wait a week to experience Sparkwood and an extra 2 weeks to try out the Forbidden Court. Both raids, which will have their challenges and mechanics, but worry not. I'll work on my Captain Assistant files to make sure that players can go in with no worries, so just make sure to check that out on my website at sarumonin.com. Regardless, I'm pretty excited about this patch and I hope you are too. The palace itself is gorgeous and there's a lot that comes with it. As for when it comes, according to Gameforge, the release date of this patch will be on November 18th, as I've mentioned, which should be a pretty hefty patch to download, and then on 25th we'll finally see the brand new Sparkwood raid, and that should really change a lot of things for a lot of players. Now, if memory serves me correctly, all of the players that are starting brand new or need to catch up will have no issue whatsoever. It'll be a much easier transition to get brand new gear instead of how we used to get it, where we need to grind stuff. So those players that are starting brand new or need to catch up will have no issues with that whatsoever. But what do you guys think about this update? Are you excited for it? Let me know in the comments below and we'll talk about it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and click that adorable fucking bell to know when I upload a brand new video. And don't forget to come join my Discord if you want to chat and hang out. Much love, and as always, till next time, friends.